Namaste. Today we are going to learn about 10 amazing facts about whales. So yes, in UK, England is the most talk about, like British people on British history, and that is the only thing that you get talked about. Recently, we were seeing like Ireland, like how they have their they go to Eurovision and how they have won that competition a lot of times, and we learned something about them also. And also we have seen, I think so, one or two Scottish comedians also. So I think so something that was left was about Wales and how those people live and what they are all about. It will be very interesting to know somewhat more about them. And because the thing is, those are a bunch of countries, and they speak similar language, but their accent is quite different. And now we have to see how their culture is also different to each other. So let's watch this video.
And I don't have that much idea about the whale. The only thing which I know about the whale is that it is a part of the United Kingdom, and it has a very less population, and it is a beautiful place to go. And I have seen its images, so it was so beautiful. And obviously the Britishers do live there, and I don't have that much idea about it. But yes, after watching this video, we will get to know about a lot of things about the whale. And basically it's my first time only when I'm going to when I hear this name whale. I was not familiar about this country. So yeah, I'm so much excited to see the video and so much excited to know about the whale. So let's watch the video.
Let's see what is the most interesting facts about this country. So let's watch the video.
Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Wales is a country like no other. By visiting this small landmass to the west of England, you would think sheep are one step closer to ruling the world. What's more, some 400 crazy Welsh beachgoers set a short-lived world record for the most skinny dippers at a single venue. Be sure to buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Okay.
Number 10. More sheep than humans.
Wow.
Wales is a somewhat smaller West European country. Because of this, its human population is just over 3 million inhabitants. This is nothing unusual and rather expected. What is so interesting is that the food many of them eat actually outnumbers the Welsh population 3 to 1. A survey conducted in 2012 shows that 8.9 million sheep and lambs live in the countryside. This number has slowly been rising ever since and can be attributed to the 1840s population boom. In one decade, the number of sheep tripled from 4 million to approximately 13 million.
Wow.
Sheep serve as an important part of Wales' economy. The Black Welsh Mountain is a breed of black sheep with adequately soft fleece used in combination with other wools. Number 9. Welsh cuisine. Traditional Welsh cuisine hails from the working man, such as the farmer, fisherman, coal miner, and laborer. Fresh garden vegetables, with leeks being the most famous, are a known staple of Welsh and Irish cuisine. Because of the country's close proximity to St. George's Channel, among others, fish have also made their way onto the dinner table. Some of the most popular catches include bass, mullet, flounder, and tope. During the winter, your best bet in Welsh waters is catching a whiting or cod. Lamb is the best source of protein enjoyed by the great majority. In earlier days, lamb was reserved for holy days and other holidays. During those times, pig was the most common everyday meal. Wales's cuisine has been heavily influenced by that of its neighbor, England. A well-known food associated with Wales is shepherd's pie. This extraordinarily simple meal is prepared by cooking meat, often lamb, in a crust of mashed potatoes. A more traditional way to top off any shepherd's pie in Wales is to add a layer of cheese and leeks to its crust. Number 8. The Caernarfon Castle. The Caernarfon Castle is an enormous medieval fortress located in Gwynedd, Wales. It was built by King Edward I in the late 13th century during a period when he replaced outdated structures, such as the castle, which was originally constructed in the 11th century. But at the time of King Edward, it was far behind the times. This stronghold acted as the administrative center of North Wales. As a result, many defenses were built in the area on a grand scale.
Wow.
The Caernarfon Castle is considered to be the most impressive and preserved castle in Europe. 13 separate towers and 2 gates remain in excellent shape for their age. Many Welsh families visit the fortress, which is open to the public. In 1969, it was the scene of Prince Charles's investiture as Prince of Wales by Queen Elizabeth II. Number 7. Are you kidding me? I better get paid double for this one.
Huh?
Anyone out there from Wales can help me with this one? All right, here we go.
What is this?
What was this?
It's a large village located on the Menai Strait and next to the Britannia
It is their name?
as one source clearly puts it.
This
A census
is so
conducted in
large.
2001 shows that just around 3,040 people live in the community. Although it is called many different things for simplicity's sake,
Land fair,
the long
fair,
version,
fair,
as dictated earlier, is comprised of 58 characters and 51 letters. It is officially recognized as the longest placed name in the United Kingdom and among the longest in the world as well.
Wow.
This absurdly lengthy label for the town was thought up by a local tailor in the 19th century as a way to commercialize the area and open it up to tourism.
Very smart.
In English, it quite literally means St. Mary's Church in the hollow of the White Hazel near the rapid whirlpool of Llantysilio of the Red Cave. Number 6. Sports in Wales. Sporting events are one of the greatest ways to showcase Welsh national pride. Rugby is one of the most enjoyed of all sports in Wales, with football, or soccer as it is referred to in some areas, acting as a very close rival in terms of popularity. Cardiff's Millennium Stadium is the largest in Europe to feature a fully retractable roof. It can hold approximately 75,000 people and host a wide range of sports events. World Championship boxing matches have been held under its roof, along with cricket and motorcycle racing. Golf is another sport often played in Wales. This is more unique to the country than a majority of Europe. The country is home to over 200 courses and has hosted the Ryder Cup at the Celtic Manor Resort,
200
among
courses?
one of the world's largest sporting events.
They just love
Number
golf,
5,
no?
The Seven Wonders of Wales.
Huh?
The poem that follows, or nursery rhyme as some call it, was written anonymously by a believed English visitor sometime in the late 18th or early 19th century. In it, the 7 wonders of Wales are listed. It goes as follows. Pistis Raiara and Wexham Steeple, Snowdon's Mountain without its people, Overton Yew Trees, St. Winifred Wells, Llangollen Bridge, and Gresford Bells. As Britannia.com summarizes quite nicely, many would argue with the author's choice of so-called wonders. They are all found in the same general location and can all be viewed within 1 or 2 days' time.
Wow.
It should be noted that St. Winifred's Well is also referenced to in the late 14th century poem Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. It speaks of a knight from King Arthur's Round Table and his journey and struggles to remain chivalrous and loyal. Number 4. Famous people from Wales. Colonel Sir George Everest was born on July 4th, 1790 in Crickhowell, Wales. He was commissioned into the Royal Artillery and was appointed assistant to Colonel William Lambton in 1818. Lambton had started the Great Trigonometrical Survey of the subcontinent of India in 1806. Upon the colonel's death in 1823, Everest took up his predecessor's work. He is credited with several important geographical breakthroughs. It was because of the Great Trigonometrical Survey that the 3 Himalayan giants, Everest, K2, and Kanchenjunga's heights were measured. In 1865, Mount
knew
Everest
that.
was named by the Royal Geographical Society
Welsh
in his
people.
honor, despite objections coming from Sir George Everest himself. Other famous people from Wales includes movie actor Christian Bale, singer Tom Jones, movie actress Catherine Zeta-Jones, and movie actor Anthony Hopkins. Number 3. Origins of the modern-day mail-order system. British entrepreneur Price Jones was born in Llanthrukeon, Wales on November 16, 1834. He began his career working as an apprentice to the local draper in Newton, Wales. In 1856, he took over the business and renamed it Royal Welsh Warehouse, where he sold local flannel products. With the establishment of a national post office and the extension of the railway network, Jones came up with a concept that would forever change the world. In 1861, he began distributing catalogs across the country and allowing customers abroad to order their items via the post. Thus, modern-day mail order was born.
Wow, the
Jones's
online thing
invention,
that we do now.
infomercials and companies such as Amazon.com may have never existed. Number 2,
It all
the
started
arts
from
alive
Welsh
and well
people.
in Wales. Wales is correctly dubbed the land of song. One source claims that this is a modern stereotype based on 19th century conceptions of nonconformist choral music and 20th century male voice choirs. The country has had a rich history of music, making singing such a major part of their identity as a nation. Sporting events and the arts closely coincide in Wales. The tradition of choral singing, male in particular, has been highlighted at such events. Brass bands have flourished in Wales ever since the Victorian era. Corrie Band is one of the most successful in the world. They formed in 1884 and are among the oldest to still play today, with different members, of course. As early as 1187, people have been documented to sing and harmonize as a way of communication,
Yeah,
rather
I've
than
also
the
not
typical
seen
speech
too
in
many
Welsh territory. This is
men
taken from the
chorus.
writings of medieval
Very
chronicler
well,
Giraldus
advanced
Cambrensi.
countries, you have to say
Number
that.
1. Skinny dipping world record.
Skinny
On
dipping
Sunday,
world
June
record, what
19,
is that?
2011, around 400 people stripped down to their birthday suits and plunged into the frigid waters of Rossley Beach. This was done in an attempt to break the world record of the largest skinny dip at a single venue. The swimmers reportedly came from across the UK and Europe to Rossley Beach, which is situated on the lower tip of the country. The previous record is believed to be held by approximately
This is so
250
fun.
brave individuals. This event in Wales was organized by Alison Powell as a unique way to raise money for the Marie Curie Cancer Care Charity and the National Trust. Amazingly, the group waded waist deep in the freezing water for a minimum of 10 minutes, smashing the record held previously.
Wow.
Sadly, the title wouldn't stick. In early March of 2015, a new record of 790 was set in Perth, Australia.
Oh.
For this video, I didn't know anything about the whale, but after watching this video, I got to know a lot of things about the whale. Firstly, that it has the population of the sheep is more as compared to the humans, and in whale, the people love to eat lamb meat, and that was so disgusting for me because lambs are so small and they're so cute. Basically they are babies, and I was so shocked, and that thing was so cringe for me, that how could you eat the meat of the lamb. So that thing was so cringe for me. And we also got to know that the most famous people are also from the whale only. They were talking about the general who measured the Kanchenjunga height. He was also from the whale, and he contributed in the Indian history. Definitely he contributed in the Indian history because he measured the Kanchenjunga height. And there were also many fact about the whale from which I got shocked. First one was also very shocking, that the most skinny people are also from the whale. And firstly, they had a title in the 2011, but that title shifted towards to the Australia in 2015. And we also got to know that you guys, Wales people, love sports. They love rugby, and sometimes there are also some parts in the Wales where people do love to watch football and rugby also. So yeah, this video was so informative, and we got to know a lot of things about the whale. And yes, I really like this.
Yes, and also the 7 wonders of Wales and the skinny dipping. So Welsh people are very, very fun people. They have about 200 golf courses. So it just shows they love golf. I've heard about Gareth Bale. So he's also a Welsh footballer. So he also loves golfing a lot. So now I get it, because it is in the blood of Welsh people and they just like golfing a lot. So that is why 200 golf courses are a lot, because India is such a big country. I don't think so we have 200 professional golf courses in our country. There might be 200, but they might not be like proper professional ones. And also the wonders were very, very beautiful. Those mountains, those rocky mountains, and also then those wells and everything were very nice. The skinny dipping one is like one event that they did, and in the freezing cold water that they did. And I don't understand, like, how could Australia match it, and Australia were able to break it. Like, was at that point of time the water was also freezing in Perth, because in Perth I think so the water is always hot or not, because if it is not freezing, then it is not equally tough for those guys to do it, because for them to stay in that freezing water for 10 minutes was something very, very good. So this video was a very fun video to watch and to know about Welsh people. Do let us know about more facts in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.